Them things is going $100,000 a pop, ventilators or something. $100,000 a pop. They couldn't even keep them. Now they just sitting in a closet collecting dust. Do you know how much money the government spent on them things? And now they just in a closet somewhere. You don't need to question anything. All you need to do is see, okay, is it a problem? What's the product to solve the problem? And let me go find it. I made another post on my Instagram today on the story about Detroit. Okay, they have come out with new technology. Not they, Detroit didn't do it. It's an Israeli company that did it. Get out your emotions. I don't want to hear nothing about none of that. That ain't me. I didn't do it. I didn't ask them to do it. And they not asking me about my opinion on whether they should do it or not. So I don't get involved with that. But there's a company that created electric vehicle lanes in Detroit that can charge electric cars as they drive down the road. Now, this is where people just look over that stuff because you're telling yourself, well, I don't know anything about electric vehicles. Like, that ain't my like, guys, you have to open your eyes, open your ears. You heard the president say that all cars must be EV by a certain date. So if all cars must switch to that, the whole entire infrastructure has to change. And see, you want to be the smart person and say, oh, I'm the originator. I created this. Well, you don't have the capacity. You don't have the people and resources to do that. But if you would follow who is doing it in Detroit at this time, and while you sitting down there in Atlanta, Houston, South Carolina, North Carolina, you can study this program because it's coming. The question is, will you lead the charge in your local state, or are you going to wait for somebody else to come in here to do it? That's on you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else. You can watch the money move, or you could be a part of it. So that medical equipment, anytime you see any healthcare scares, oh my goodness, if you see them talk about anything when it comes to health on the news, blogs, and they're putting scarcity in people's mind, well, that means that the government got to spend a lot of money on these products. And if it's something like a pandemic, they got to move fast, like right now. And I didn't even get to all the other things. I mean, you got needles that they purchase every day. I mean, you got beds that they purchase. The IT equipment is insane. And not IT equipment, the medical equipment. And one thing about medical equipment, it ain't cheap. Ain't nothing cheap about medical equipment. And also, you got cotton swabs, Q-tips, gauze, tape. I can just go on and on, guys. There's so many opportunities in the medical product realm. This one is kind of like IT. It's your construction products. Your construction products is huge. They don't own any of the construction projects. They don't build any of the construction projects. Now, just like IT, they wouldn't make a separate contract just for the wood, right? It's going to be tied into the service base of this. So you need to go shake hands and kiss babies with general contractors. And make sure that you got the relationship with the manufacturer of the construction products. It's just that simple. And don't be a fool. Like, don't be a fool and go to Florida for your construction products where they've been doing construction. And I'm just throwing this out there as an example. I don't know if it holds true or not, but you can't just go to Florida and do construction projects. And they've been running constructions at a very high level year over year over year. And you think that you're just going to come sit at the table today because you heard me on YouTube talking about they need construction products. Maybe you should look into the middle of the United States. See, when it comes to business and entrepreneurship, we got to think outside the box. We got to be ready to adapt and move to where the money is. I don't like competition. So I would go set up in the middle of the United States, make sure I do my market research before I go out there. And then when I go out there, I'm setting up shop. if this is my lane. Another one is huge. I talked about it. Fuel and energy. High billions get spent in fuel and energy. And we talking about solar panels. Solar panels taking off. Windmills. How many of you guys, this is usually going to be down south. So all my down south people, how many of you guys have seen the increase of windmills? Put me in the chat if you have seen the increase of windmills on the side of the road.